it's a responsibility of a man, according to Scripture, to maintain the spiritual household to a certain degree, and the man has to answer to Yahweh, and the man has to be submissive to Yahweh.
Torah Life Ministries come out of the world. Messiah people seek the truth.
Hello, everybody. This is Paul with Torah Life Ministries, and I want to make a video today about relationships. And I've learned a good amount of things about relationships over the years. And I recently made a video about my divorce that was 4 years ago. And prayerfully, it'll bless some people. But there are some people that don't sit well with me and the things I have to say. I want to read a letter right now of somebody who sent me a message based on their disapproval of me and why it was my fault and how I changed and I was oppressive to my ex-wife, and this lady's understanding on her viewpoint of why my marriage ended. And I also want to say that, we need to be careful of who we get in relationships with. And I've learned a lot over the years. And as a Torah man, I would never get in a relationship with a woman that made a comment like this. Let me explain more. Let me read what she said and explain why. So somebody wrote to me, I'm sorry you are not married anymore. I empathize with your pain. You two are a beautiful couple. I do have to say, however, that I stopped listening to you several years ago, but not because you got a divorce. When I first met you many years ago, you did a raw food talk in my town, and I could see that you were both filled with Yahweh's love and with the fruits of the Spirit. Your energy beamed forth from you, and it was very attractive. What I mean by attractive is the definition of when we see Yahweh's light and love, and it attracts us to that vessel so that we can learn about that love. I saw you were a true vessel of love that so many seek. Both you and your wife beamed of this frequency. Sadly, over time, I saw you change into what I now see as a Torah terrorist and a true definition of a legalist. I saw your wife become miserable with this change you made. She looked oppressed, not able to express her unique inner beauty, and looked to be forced into submission by your Torah teachings. While I know I cannot judge from the outside, I do know what I observed. And you changed and became less pleasant, and so did she. As a woman, I can say that this would have killed my spirit too, and I would have been miserable. I would have rebelled and left to where there is freedom to be myself. Even the Orthodox Jewish community knows that you cannot force Torah onto anyone. I would rather listen to rabbis than you because you sound like a clanging cymbal to me. Sorry to say this, but I sold all your books and I won't listen to you anymore because you do not speak with love. I really hope and pray that you find the part of yourself that you left behind and let the world see it once again. So this woman texted me or emailed or whatever. She sent a message on one of my blogs saying if she was in a relationship with somebody who was explaining to them or trying to enforce Yahweh's instructions, she would rebel. This is not the type of person I think Yahweh would want a man to get into a relationship with. This is it's disheartening. It's sad, and it's what some people believe. Some people don't understand or know the Bible, number one, but number two, my personal relationship and my struggles in my relationship, and it didn't necessarily have to do with commandments. I mean, so it's unbelievable that I don't know this person's situation and if they're in a relationship or not. But any woman that would say they would rebel if a man tried to enforce the commandments of God on their household, it's definitely a woman I don't want to be involved with. And yes, men, there's how we present certain things is important, but also submitting to Yahweh is the most important thing of all things. And again, this is why I encourage and warn people: if you're going to get into a relationship, understand this before you get into the relationship. What this woman said, I would never get into a relationship with a woman like this, that made a comment like this, that said she would rebel if somebody tried to enforce this. Again, I understand every situation is individual and different, but people can only go by what they view, and they don't know all the details of personal situations. I get that. I understand that. But rebellion is, I understand about standards and boundaries, but rebellion against Yahweh's guidelines and instructions, I don't want any part of a woman like that. So I praise my Creator every day for my clear understanding of this now. And I just wish I had it when I was younger. So hopefully this video will bless some people and to make wiser decisions. So thank you all for listening. And I pray that something I said here will help you and bless you. And Yahweh be with you all. Shalom, shalom.
Come out of the world, oh my people, seek the truth, avoid the evil, learn Yahweh's ways. Torah Life Ministries, come out of the world.